Good morning, math warriors. We finally get to start fractions today. I know you guys have been looking forward to it for a long time. Just want to make sure that you went ahead and made those index cards that we talked about for word problems, because those are really important too. Word problems are very important. I think we realized when we did the work in the lesson that sometimes the word problems didn't have any of the clue words, which was really kind of sad. But that's life. The clue words are a good starting point, but we have to know that sometimes there's going to be a problem that doesn't have any of those words, and you still have to figure it out. That's life. I'm going to take these off because the glare is terrible. Okay, so make sure you made those index cards, play some games with them, because it's important that you learn those clue words. At least it's some help. It's a lot of help, actually. So today we start chapter 10. We're going to skip lesson 1 because I felt like lesson 1 and lesson 2 were really similar, and that we only have a little bit of time left in the year, and I want to get as much covered as possible. So we're going to start on lesson 2, which is page 575. So make sure your workbook is open and you have page 572 in front of you. And I've been teaching you about fractions for a while now. You know, whenever it comes up in class, we stop and we work on fractions and we learn about it. And you know that this is one of those topics that the big kids don't want to talk about. They don't want to talk about fractions. Some of them, not all. Some of them fractions are easy for, but some kids really start to panic when they hear the word fraction. So we're going to make it easy. What I told you in the past, and please remember, a fraction is less than 1. If you can remember that, a fraction is less than 1. So I can have 1 of anything. I could say I have 1 box of pencils from the closet at school, or I have 1 pack of glue sticks from the closet at school, or how about a box or a package of those little eraser tops? How about those? All of those equal 1. The package is 1. A jar of markers. Here is my can of markers. It is 1 can of markers. And inside the can, I have lots of parts, but the can is just 1 can, 1 marker can, okay? What I chose to use on the board was, the example we're gonna work on is a carton of eggs. So let's start. A fraction is anything less than 1 whole item. Less than 1. If I had a carton of eggs, that carton of eggs is the 1 item. The whole carton is 1 item. Inside that carton are 12 eggs. So 1 carton equals 1 whole item equals 12 eggs. Each egg is a part. So there are 12 eggs or 12 parts of 1 carton. All right? 1 egg in that carton is called 1 unit. 1 egg is called 1 unit. That's supposed to be an egg, kind of looks like a potato, but we're going with it. And I'm sorry about the glare. I've moved furniture, I've tried to do everything, but I can't get rid of the glare. I'm not exactly a professional production crew here, but I'm doing the best I can. All right, so at the bottom, I've made a fraction here, and I've got a lot of writing on it. Can you guys even see this fraction? Let's see. Maybe if I get closer, I can get rid of some of that glare. No. How about there? We're going with that for now. All right, got rid of the glare and everything. Okay, so I have my egg carton here, which is just as awesome of a picture as my egg. In an egg carton comes 12 eggs. Now at my house every morning, Luke uses 2 eggs to make scrambled eggs, and Eva and Grace each use 1 egg to make a fried egg. So we use about 4 eggs a day. So if today I had a brand new carton of eggs and after breakfast was over, I would have 8 eggs left. All right, so if this is my fraction, the bottom number is the denominator, and it is the total possible number of parts. The total possible number of parts of an egg carton is 12. There are 12 parts in an egg carton. Yes? Yes. The top number is called the numerator, and it is the total number of parts present. In this egg carton, there are only 8 eggs present, so it is 8 eggs over 12 possible eggs. 8 total eggs present over 12 total possible eggs. Does that make sense? All right. So if you know all of these terms and you understand this much, the rest of fractions is going to be easy peasy. Now, what I would like to do is, I had some help from a parent who came up with some ideas. We're going to have a scavenger hunt, and we'll use the items in the class on Wednesday. So between now and Wednesday, I want to see if you can find as many of these as possible. You don't have to find them all, just find as many as possible. And here's the list on the scavenger hunt. I'm gonna need my glasses. All right, I would like you to find 1 square paper towel, not those rectangular paper towels, 1 square paper towel, if you can. 1 piece of fruit, any kind, orange, apple, banana. The third item is a stick from outside. I'd like it to be, bigger than a little piece. I'd like it to kind of be about a foot or 2. If your mom would let you, or maybe a big sister or maybe a cousin would let you borrow some of their makeup, I would like what's called a palette of eyeshadow. And that just means that in this eyeshadow pack, there's different colors in the same pack. An eyeshadow palette. Number 5 is a bottle of water. Number 6 is an individual size bag of chips, any kind you like, could be Pringles. Number 7 is a box of crayons, any size. If you don't have crayons, you could use a box of markers or a box of colored pencils. I'll take any of that. Number 8 is a candy bar. Could be a Snickers bar, could be a Hershey bar, could be a Mars bar, or maybe it could even be, I'd even take a pack of Starbursts, okay? If you have that lying around, there's 8 items on here, you don't have to get them all, just get as many as you can. If you get 5, great, but just do the best you can. All right, I am going to move on to the screencast today. So you will put the answers in for page 575 and 576, and you can follow along with me and write the answers in the blanks. Afterwards, you're going to do the pages 577 and 578 and work all those problems out. And then I'll see you on Wednesday for our results of our scavenger hunt. All right, guys, see you in a bit for the screencast. All righty. So here is the screencast of Chapter 10, Lesson 2, beginning on page 575. And it's going to tell you all the things that I just showed you on the board. We have a picture here of Mrs. Dempsey's bulletin board, which is quite colorful. She has 4 equal parts of colors. She has a green part, a blue part, a yellow part, and a red part, and they are equal parts. And so the question is, what part of the board is green? Or how much of this bulletin board is green? So if this blue box here represents the whole bulletin board, it is 1 bulletin board. And that bulletin board is divided into 4 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces or parts. How much of it is green? 1 out of 4 parts is green. So the bottom of the fraction is going to say 4 because the total possible number of parts is 4. And if I'm looking for what part of that is green, there is one part of that that is green. One part of 4 total parts is green. The numerator is the top part of the number that we talked about. The denominator is the bottom number we talked about. So 1/4, or if I was going to write it out the long way, I would say write the word 1 and then 4th with a TH on the end. 1/4 of the bulletin board is green. Whoops, green. 1/4 of the bulletin board is green. All right. Next page. Now I have a flag that's divided into 3 parts. So the total number of parts is 3. How many parts of the flag are red? The top and the bottom. 2 of the parts of the flag are red. So I have 2/3. 2 is the numerator, 3 is the denominator. So it would look like this. 2 parts red of a total of 3 parts. 2/3 would be the same as saying 2/3. 2/3, if I was going to write it out in words, would look like 2/3. So 2/3, or 2/3 of the flag is red. Now, why isn't 2/3 a unit fraction? Because a unit is one part of the whole. It can only be just one. So like one egg in the egg carton is a unit. 2/3 is not a unit fraction because there is more than one unit in the numerator. To be a unit fraction, you can only have one unit in the numerator. Okay? So let's do some of the problems at the bottom. When I'm looking at this, I'm going to figure out first, what is the total number of parts in this rectangle? Well, the total number is 4. How many parts of that is yellow? 3 parts are yellow. So 3/4 of the rectangle is yellow. How many parts are not yellow? Well, I still have 4 parts total, but only 1 part is not yellow. 3/4 are yellow, 1/4 is not yellow. Over here, I think this is an octagon. It's got 8 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, okay. So I have 8 total parts, right? How many parts are yellow? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are yellow. And there are 3 parts that are not yellow. So 5/8 of this octagon is yellow and 3/8 is not yellow. Okay, easy, right? Go ahead on and do pages 509 and 510, I believe. The independent practice and do all the problems. No, I'm sorry. 577 and 578. And then I have a little video for you, and I just took it yesterday. I didn't intend to this to be the share video, but I liked it so much I thought I'd use it. Just know again that this is Olivia's room, and she's got several projects going on up there, so it's not my fault that it's messy. All right, have a good day, guys.
Did you take it?
Yes.
What is it, Jax? What you doing, bud? What doing? Right there, that's where he is. Okay.
I fussed at him a minute ago for putting his full head in there, so now he's being very careful to only have just the tip of his nose.
What's up, Jax?
Well, I might use